All right, y'all. Candace Owens, shout out to Candace Owens. She did her thing on this one. She did her thing. Candace Owens completely destroys OF creator during a heated argument. So this is not a new clip. This happened a few months ago, but I never saw this specific clip from this podcast. This podcast is crazy. One side of the table, they have OF creators. Now, OF creators, if you don't know, essentially, for lack of better words, sell their body for money. A lot of money. A lot of money. On the other side of the table, you have people who have more conservative Christian views. And obviously, Candace Owens is on that side of the table. Just watch this interaction, because I think the way that Candace handled this interaction was incredible. It really was.
Since we're talking about religion really quick. Okay, you have a cross necklace, but then your shirt says "Made in Hell."
Yes, it does.
I'm a little confused.
Ironic.
Can you...
I mean,
I'm a little confused.
The stone is red, so it matched, you know.
Why are you wearing a cross on your
Are you
neck?
color coordinating with your necklace?
Because I don't see a cross as religious, so...
Okay.
I
Just
thought
like you don't
necklace
see
was
a
cute.
marriage as religious. So these
I don't
words
think that
they
a marriage-
don't have meaning. This is why it's like we're out of stage. People are like, "What is a woman?" Because they just go, "Well, we're going to call it a marriage, but we're going to sleep with other people. We're going to bring in prostitutes. We're going to outsource raising the kids. Or we're never going to have kids." You're calling it a family. It's not a family, and this is what it is. The words have no meaning, right? I'm wearing the cross. Why? I don't know. I don't think of it as religious. Okay, well, Jesus Christ died on the cross.
You think that.
That's what you think.
Wait.
It's
That's
been
what you
proven.
think.
So why are
It's
you
been
wearing the
proven.
cross?
And sex
Because I think it's
worker
cute.
is
You
a
just
I
think
think that
more
the design is cute.
Yeah.
better term.
Wait, real
I
quick.
grew up
Hold on.
Catholic. I was religious, and I'm not
Prostitution,
anymore. I
being
don't have to
called-
believe in what you believe, and I can say that if
I didn't
somebody's-
say you had to believe. I asked you a question.
But
I
you're
said, why are
telling
you
me,
wearing the cross?
Okay, and you're saying that the religious aspect of marriage is the only thing that matters. It's not, because people don't follow what you believe.
Okay, I asked you why you're wearing the cross, and you said because you thought it was cute.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
glad
do.
we got an answer. She's wearing the
Okay.
cross around her neck because she thinks it's cute.
I do.
Would
I'm
you
not religious.
also wear like a Star of David?
It's cute.
Well, like
because-
if it was cute, would you wear
Well,
it?
okay, well, I
I just
don't know
mean like
where we're going-
I'm
where this is
asking that
going.
because I wonder.
Well,
like
I
my
have-
guess is that you would think that
gotta talk.
maybe you wouldn't wear a Star of David because you're like, oh, this is maybe like disrespectful to people who are.
Are you making
Jewish.
the argument? Maybe. I mean,
No, I'm just.
the secular.
It's a very
here,
good question.
I'm just saying.
Devil's advocate here. Secular argument. Someone might just say that the cross is just maybe it's more aesthetically pleasing even for an atheist. I don't know.
Sure,
I
but
don't know.
liberals
Okay,
are all about
look.
like having
Would you wear, like, a
respect and
yarmulke 'cause
tolerance.
it's, like,
So I'm
cute?
just like wondering if you
I'm
think
asking,
it's.
would you wear a yarmulke? Because
I think those are very
Oh,
different
are you talking
things.
like
why is the
blasphemy?
Yeah,
cross
I'm saying-
different from the
I'm-
yarmulke?
I'm just.
I mean, I was
asking-
raised Catholic, and that's just
Would
not
you
something
wear
that
a
I believe
yarmulke
anymore.
if you thought it was cute?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, a yarmulke is completely different than
No,
a cross
it's-
that's been
it's not.
adapted
They're
into a book where you
different.
can
Yo, you know what's so crazy? That's a very good point. You got the cross on because you think it's cute. You're just wearing it, sheerly for fashion purposes, right? But y'all wouldn't play with other religions like that. Christianity is the only religion that y'all be playing with. Y'all just be wearing a cross just to wear a cross. It doesn't have any significance. It's just fashion. I like how it looks. It goes with my outfit. Like, it's just jewelry. Like, what? But y'all wouldn't do the same thing with other religions. With other religions, other symbols that they find sacred, y'all ain't playing with that. But y'all are so comfortable to play with the cross. Why is that? Does the Bible not tell us that we will be mocked? Why is that? It's so frustrating. And I try not to get frustrated, but it is so frustrating because this has been going on for so long. So many people are trying to make it normal to remove the significance of the cross and reduce it to just merely jewelry. To the point where you literally have atheists who can put on a cross at the same time as they wear a Made in Hell shirt and see absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's wild, in my opinion. I thought she handled that perfectly. I want to show you another clip from this same podcast. Now, this is a totally different clip, but this is also something that makes me pretty triggered. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Have you heard about this whole movement? It's like dual income, no children. So there's this huge movement on TikTok where all of these people, they don't have kids, they're married, and they both work. And I guess the idea is that if you don't have kids and you both work, you can have this ultimate freedom. You can save a bunch of money because you don't have to pay for kids. I personally, in my opinion, I don't think kids are as expensive, excuse me, as so many people think that they are. Like, you don't have to spoil your kid like a Kardashian. Just give them what they need. And occasionally you can spoil them during, special moments, but kids don't need very much. Yes, they need food, water, shelter, but ultimately they need love, and that's what they desire the most. But we live in such a materialistic world where we think, oh, having kids is so expensive because we got to get this and this and that and that. They got to be doing every activity, every sport, this and that. It's like, no, you're really missing the point. You're missing the point. But so many people, they don't want to have kids. They want to travel. They want to do all of these things just for themselves. And look, that's fine. That's their life. You can do whatever you want to do. That's your life. But ultimately, at some point, you're going to realize that all of these things that you were accumulating, yes, you might have saved more money. I just spit a lot. I'm going to keep going. I'm embarrassed, but I'm going to keep going. Yes, you might have saved more money. But when you pass away, that money is just going to go to somebody else that you don't even know. That house that you bought, when you pass away, strangers are going to be living in your house. That car that you were driving that you're so proud of, somebody that you don't even know is going to be driving your car when you pass away. All of these things that you acquire, even the experiences, even your experiences, you can't take those things with you. But when you have children, you can leave behind a legacy to your children, and you can pass on those ideas, those values, those beliefs. And it's really incredible. So many people think, and I'm going to play this video, so I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing me talk, but so many people think that your life ends when you have children, but it's the opposite. When you have children, a whole new part of your world opens up that you didn't even realize was there. And it's beautiful. It's amazing. But anyway, let's watch this video.
I'm 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. I went to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m., and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids. And I was just scrolling on my phone, and I saw a picture of shakshuka, and I thought, maybe I'm gonna learn how to make shakshuka today because I have no plans and I don't have kids. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York. So I've got a pretty stacked day. Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids and I should be further along at 29, almost 30, the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
She gives herself a hard time. She wants to be married. She wants to have children. So I don't think that it's right to demonize her and act like she's going to have a depressing life when she just hasn't found the right person.
All right, so this is the same girl who has the cross on with the Made in Hell shirt. But Candace Owens, she tweeted in reference to that video. She said, "This is what future depression, Xanax, and wine combo nights alone looks like." So that's what they're responding to, and this is what, they're all having an argument about, is Candace's tweet about that video.
Clearly she wants those things, and she's trying to make herself feel better. She's 29. You're saying that it's like too late for her, and she's going to be doing Xanax and drinking wine at night because she hasn't reached that point yet.
I didn't say that. That's not what my tweet said. Because she's obviously a narcissist, right? So, like,
why
the
would you
issue
think
first
that?
and foremost, let's not pretend this is one video that she made. It's her brand on TikTok. It's her brand on social media. She talks about these are this community known as dinks. We're happy and we're childless. She talks about how
So that's what I'm talking about. Dual income, no kids, dinks.
To be childlessness. So let's not pretend this is one woman making a video who just said, "Oh, I had a great Saturday." There's absolutely no reason if you had a great Saturday that you need to bring up children.
Yo, some of these women need to learn that there's such a thing called a t-shirt that you could just put on. You don't got to be walking around all exposed like that. You know what I mean? Like, all right, to each his own, I guess. I don't know.
There's absolutely no reason. You just say, "Here's what I did today. I laid in all day. I did this. I did that." The fact that she has to correlate it to saying, and this somehow makes me better than people that have children, is the problem. There's no reason to bring up, but having a child or not. She's actually doing the shaming, and now we're trying to pretend that she's the victim. She's not. Selfish. She's telling you she's a narcissist. Everything she says is about me, 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 me. Even if you're single, you don't have to make your whole day revolve around you. You don't have to. You can get up in the morning. You can go help others. You can do other things. You can say, now that I have free time as a single woman, I can go dedicate time to the church. I can sing. I can do this. I can help people find God. That particular woman that you just looked at is a selfish.
In my day and age, like, it's relatable to be like, haha, we don't got kids, them kids. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm glad you're admitting that.
It's like that.
When I'm with my kids,
right,
I don't post videos and say, F them single chicks with no kids.
Right.
She did the baiting, okay, and we responded.
She was putting people with kids down. It'd be fine if she was talking about how her day was and wording it differently, but it seemed like almost immediately from the beginning of the video that she was belittling people with kids.
My interpretation was like, oh, she's putting herself down because she's saying like, oh, when I tell myself, why am I not further along in life? It's okay because at least I'm enjoying these things. To me, I never got the impression she was shaming people that women that were married to kids. It felt like she felt bad that she wasn't already there and she was just trying to be optimistic about it.
So when she was talking about, I got to go to a Beyonce concert and I didn't have to pay for a babysitter, you don't think that was belittling?
She was obviously
selfish of her to say that.
Yeah, she's being selfish and she was
that.
being rude. And if it was flipped and a conservative woman with children said the opposite of that to single women,
it would blow up.
It would blow up. Why are you even mentioning single women? Just say you had a good day with your kids. Okay. Chill. It doesn't make any sense. So, and like I said, she's produced more content, so that the context is important. Me, narcissist.
Just a show of hands, who here wants to have kids one day?
More, yeah. It's my third, but
I agree that it's a trend, and she's doing.
Okay, I can't. She needs to put a shirt on. I can't listen to her opinion right now. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Put a shirt on, please. I don't understand the need to brag about the fact that you don't have children, and to Candace's point, to rub it in people's faces as if it's a negative to have children because we have to pay for, childcare if we go out and do something, which is not always the case. Some people have family members that they could, allow to help out with their children. Most people do. Some people don't, but most people do. Talking about, oh, I'm sleeping in until 10 o'clock in the morning and, this, that, and the third. Like I said, all of these things are so vain. They do not matter. At the end of the day, they do not matter. Your ability to travel, your ability to make money, your ability to do almost anything on this earth ultimately does not matter. What matters is your relationship with God. What matters is having a family, a husband or a wife, and having children, and passing down those beliefs and those values, passing the love of God to them, sharing the gospel to other people. What matters is putting your faith in Jesus. Because if we get too attached to these worldly things, we gonna be sizzling in hell. But hey, at least we had all these, experiences. At least I went to the Beyonce concert. At least I had $250,000 in my Roth IRA. At least I didn't have to change a poopy diaper. It's, I don't know. I might be taking it to the extreme, but it's like the level of selfishness in this society is increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing. And I'm not saying, oh, people who don't have kids are going to hell. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, like, hey, can we at least try to recognize the beauty in having children? Can we try to recognize the beauty in that? The gift, the blessing. It's a miracle that women are able to grow life inside of them. That's a miracle. And so many of us disregard that miracle, and we look at that miracle as a burden. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Get in my comments. I apologize for spitting earlier. I'm still embarrassed for that. All right, y'all. I'm out.